Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gone Wild live clips and podcast. Today we are talking about DoorDash customer can't find the best dasher. So in a recent live stream with my Gone Wild co-host Budsoda, we went over a clip talking about how a customer wanting to reconnect with a dasher, and we ended up getting into a conversation about direct clientele. So in this video, we are presenting a clip from the Gone Wild live stream about a DoorDash customer looking for a dasher, what he is saying versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we go over on any of the Gone Wild clips and podcasts is very market to market and case by case. What applies to me and my market, Budsoda's market, or any of the markets that are discussed throughout our videos and live streams may not apply to you. So with that said, enjoy the clip.
I need TikTok's help finding a DoorDash driver. He did something super awesome for my friend, and I was trying to tip him appropriately for it, but DoorDash is not being helpful. I spent the last 20 minutes messaging DoorDash back and forth about trying to tip this guy, and they have a rule in place where you can't tip more than 50% worth of what you ordered. And what I ordered was like $15 worth, and I wanted to tip way more than that because he did something super awesome for my friend. And I'm hoping that maybe we can find him and I can get some info for him because the chat has ended, so I can't message him, and I have no other way of trying to figure out how to tip him individually because DoorDash is saying that this is just their procedure policies, and I think it's pretty unacceptable. So if you can help me find Daniel. I'm in Ohio, South Ohio, outside of Cincinnati, east of Cincinnati. If you can help me find Daniel, and if Daniel can tell me what this extra order is that he went back out and got for my friend, I would like to somehow tip him for that because he did that out of his pocket. There's no way for me to tip him additionally for what he dropped off to my friend. So I'm crossing my fingers that you guys can help me find Daniel.
Yeah, that was nice, the driver, but normally people just exchange their Cashapp or Venmo.
Yeah, that is, like, it's funny that you say that because I just finished a video to where a customer asked the driver to pick up more food for the I forgot I even had this video lined up. I had like they asked for them to pick up more food and for them to pay for it out of their pocket while at the restaurant. And I'm just here like, that's an unrealistic expectation, first off. I'm going to leave the finer details on that for the video that's posting tonight at 10.
But
But
yeah, I've done that, but it's like for people that I've probably had regularly, or sometimes I'll throw the soldiers a bone because they usually don't screw me. I think I've been screwed maybe once on like doing something extra for somebody, and I was only out like $5. But
the
like some
problem
people expect it for nothing. Most people are pretty thankful and will pay you plus an extra tip, which is nice. If it
yeah,
only takes me 5 minutes and make an extra $5, and they paid me back for whatever the food was, it's always nice.
personally, I wouldn't do that specifically because you don't know at this point if they're actually going to do that anymore. Like maybe I've just been burned too many times for me to trust that, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, so like when I was in different cities, I wasn't so nice like that. It's like I'm like, okay, I basically say to text me. I don't text my business phone. And I was just very direct. I'm like, listen, if you want this stuff, I'm like, you got to cash at me up front. And this is this is what I think it's going to cost, and this is what I want on top. So send this much money. And some people think you're going to run with the money, but it's like I'm already delivering another order to you, so it's not like you're not going to have a chance to confront me. So it's up to the customer on that point. Like, do I really, really want that stuff or not? And most times they do send me it. Like, I've never had them. Like, and then some of them will say, "Well, never mind," and it's like whatever at that point. But a lot of them will. Like, okay, I'm like, whatever thing they want. It's like usually not food. That's like $5 to $20, and I want $10 on top. Boom.
Yeah. I know that there are some times when people ask me to pick something up on the way back that isn't something that they included earlier. Cigarettes was one of those things.
Yeah,
I
if they
think
ask me
now that yeah, I don't mess with that personally. Um I know I know that what is it? DoorDash and all of these apps, they will allow you to stack it or stack the order to avoid fees with your 7-Eleven or what have you. And
that does.
that's great and all. And that's a way for drivers to actually earn more for the overall trip. But personally, would I do that knowing well, actually, it really would. It would go back to your point. It depends on who's asking, but at the end of the day, do I want to send the message, or do I want to make it a habit? I guess would be the better way to put it. Do I want to make it a habit of me considering the customer's previous character on whether or not I should fulfill this thing for them?
Yeah.
In a
Well,
way that it would come out of my pocket and they would reimburse me.
when it comes to cigarettes and vapes, like the age restricted products are just a
Oh,
big
yeah.
no if you ask me directly. And then like the smart people will say, "Hey, I got a favor to ask you." I'll throw them my business line number and be like, "Just text me." Then they'll usually just, "Okay, can you get me stop the vape shop or grab the cigarettes while you're at the 7-Eleven getting their double dash?" And I've had
Yeah.
that many, 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 many times. And I will pull my solid. I'm like, "Okay, just send me a picture of your ID and I will freaking look at it in person and it better match." Because if not, I'm stuck holding the bag. And it's just, I've only had that happen once where the guy was being like weird about it. And it's like, no, no. Well, like I was still a smoker at the time, so I just smoked cigarettes myself. So I didn't like lose a lot of money, but I know I was an evil smoker. Right? But
This is coming from the guy I've told multiple times not to put on the cigarettes during the stream for the that this is the same person, by the way.
yeah, I was kind of smoking openly on a live last week, but not yours. But well, it is I just the go karting thing and the whole asking for extras and is one thing, but like when it comes to like anything else, it's just whatever. Like I don't mind going above and beyond.
Hmm. To each their own. I've never been a fan of it, but if you trust your customers like that, who am I to judge? He was tipped very well, and I had built up a little relationship with him over a few quarters, so he kind of knew me by that point. Yeah, like I said, it's different if you know them well. Personally, I don't want to make that habit. I know other people are cool with it.
Yeah, it's how I got a lot of regular customers though. Like I was doing regular favors for people. I'd hook up with businesses and stuff, and at one point, like I was over $1,000 with this one business because I pick up their wholesale order, which is always like almost it's like $500 to $800 normally.
Yeah.
And then I go to Sam's Club or Hannaford or wherever the heck they needed for me, and it's like It got to $1,100 at one point, and I'm like, listen, I can't give you no more credit. I'm at $1,000 right now, and until this is paid down, I can't do stuff out of my pocket. If you want something, I gotta grab cash from you and go get it then.
Okay, so like I was reading it out. No food apps, but when I had some health issues and could not leave my house for months, that Alicia's pizza driver picked up all sorts of. He was tipped very well. Okay, okay. So yeah, it wasn't you specifically. It was a pizza driver. I feel like that's the difference. Like that is a very
That's something you're gonna develop a relationship with if you order from the same pizza place over and over.
yeah. And I feel like pizza drivers are in this weird position, at least back in the day, because they were very social people in general. And they had to be in order to be like actual like number one, make as much money as they did. They need to be really good at driving. They needed to know their area a lot better than most, especially if you deal with certain customers on a regular basis, or you have a customer that gave you the wrong address, but you need to figure out where they were. That was another thing back then that I did not like about being a pizza driver because I used to be a pizza driver myself. Um, Sometimes I would get the wrong address, and the address would be like the place around the corner. Make sure to check out our Patreon for our full live stream replays, exclusive clips I can't post on YouTube, and access valuable benefits and resources for gig workers and self-employed individuals of all kinds. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time. By the way, make sure you join us for the Driven Wyld live stream, and you could be part of the conversation too. We're looking forward to seeing you there.
Driven was the only way for